This video provides a brief overview of the basic formatting for the 7th edition of the APA Style Manual. For more in-depth information on in-text citation and formatting a reference list, please see Part 2 and Part 3 of this series. The 7th edition of the APA Manual distinguishes between two types of papers, student papers and professional publications. These are some of the elements that you may be required to include in a student paper: a title page, an abstract, the text of the paper, a reference list, and you also may need to include anything like an appendices, charts, graphs, or figures. These are the general formatting guidelines for APA 7th. You must use a readable font, and here is a list of some of the fonts that are recommended by the Style Manual. A running head is no longer required. However, if your instructor does require it, you will need to include it. The paper should be double-spaced throughout with no extra spacing between paragraphs. The paper should be left justified except for titles and section headings. 1-inch margins all around. The first line in each paragraph should be indented a ½ inch, and there should be a page number in the top right corner of each page. Here's an example of a title page for a student paper. The page number is in the top right corner. Next is the title, which is centered. Then your name, then the name of the department and your college or university, then the course number and title of the course, the instructor, and the date of submission or the due date. Moving to the body of the paper, there are 1-inch margins all around. Indents are ½ inch. The text is double-spaced, paragraphs are left justified, and page numbers appear in the top right corner. Moving to the reference list, the reference list begins on a new page. The word references is centered, and the references for the paper are listed below, arranged alphabetically by author. References are double-spaced like the rest of the paper, but they use a feature called a hanging indent, where the second and each subsequent line of every reference is indented a ½ inch. Most word processing programs allow you to create references with the hanging indent. For more information, go to the APA Style website or the Purdue OWL website.